Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
Hey there, welcome to the College Investor Audio Show. I just want to say that I am a massively huge fan of developing an order of operations for different financial activities. You might remember this from a while ago. I invented FIBS as an order of operations for saving for retirement. FIBS just stands for 401k, IRA, brokerage, Social Security. Just an easy way to remember the order you should do things. But what about a closer goal, like saving for your kids' college expenses? Well, I decided to create a new order of operations for you to remember. Yes, it's that simple, but I'm actually talking about YES. All right, so enough with the play on word stuff. Here's the order of operations for saving for kids' college. U, which is the Y, E, education savings accounts, S, savings. Let's break it down a bit further and explain what I mean. Step 1 is U, that's the Y in yes. Saving for your kids' college starts with U. You have to get your own financial life in order before you can help your kids. When you fly on a plane, the flight attendants make a huge point about making sure you put your own mask on and first in an emergency. The reason? You simply can't help others out if you're passed out. The same is true with your finances. I've long said you can't get a loan for retirement, but you can get a loan for school. Before you can save for your children's education, you need to take care of your expenses. You need to pay off your debt, achieve your short-term goals, such as buying a house, and make sure that you're free of student loans yourself. Because there's no reason to save for someone else's education if you haven't even paid off your own yet. So, the bottom line is before you can save for your kids, you need to take care of yourself. Here's step 2, education savings accounts. So once you've conquered the first step, you can look at education savings account options for your children's education. I really like 529 plans to save for your kids' college. But you can also use Coverdell education savings accounts or even basic UTMA, Uniform Transfers to Minors Act accounts. Now, the reason I like 529 plans the best is this. The tax-advantaged nature of the account, which can vary by state, by the way. There are no income restrictions and there are high contribution limits. While every situation is different, you should find an education savings account that works for you and your kid. Step 3, savings. So, finally, after you start funding an education savings account, you should just focus on savings in general. By this, I mean you should dedicate a specific amount each year to the education savings account and then save in a general account for yourself beyond that. For example, maybe you want to contribute $5,000 a year to your child's education savings account. After that, just put the rest in savings. The reason? By the time your child actually goes to college, you'll have a nice nest egg in this education savings account, and you'll have a nice amount in your own savings to pay for things beyond education. If you plan on helping your student, like most parents do, you have to remember that there are more costs than just education. Education savings accounts, like 529 plans, are great, but the withdrawals are limited to education expenses if you want the tax benefits. But what about travel costs for your student? Or buying a car? Or helping with rent? Or paying for a cell phone? Or getting them a laptop? All of these expenses can't really come from the education savings account. That's why it makes a lot of sense to keep a nice bit of savings aside for your kid. And there are other expenses that can't be covered by the savings account. A recap of yes. So, that's it. That's the order of operations for saving for your child's college expenses. YES. Y is you. You have to take care of yourself first. E, education savings account. You find an appropriate education savings account. And S, savings. Make sure you save a little beyond the education savings account for other stuff. You have some thoughts on this? Please feel free to drop us a line at thecollegeinvestor.com. Just search for the order of operations for saving for your kids' college, and you'll find the article. You can find different links and different resources as well to get you started on the right track. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I hope that was helpful, and we'll talk to you again very soon.